Business assets disposal. Relief is highly tested in the taxation exam and in practice. This topic is also useful for sole traders and individuals owning shares in their personal companies. Today, let's dive into business assets disposal relief. Before we start, kindly don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more useful videos related to taxation and accounting. This video also explains the relevant conditions which needs to be satisfied to be eligible for this relief. When an individual in the UK sell business assets, like equipment or property, this will result in a capital gain, which will be subject to capital gain tax. Similarly, if an employee or an officer sells shares in their personal company, they will be subject to capital gain tax. Remember, this relief is not available for a limited company. In the absence of any relief, the rate of capital gain tax they pay depends on the size of their gain and their taxable income from other sources such as non-savings and savings income for the financial year. I've also uploaded other videos which explains how to calculate income tax on non-savings and savings income. If their net gain is within the basic income tax band, they pay 10% capital gain tax on their net gain. On the gain that falls above the basic tax rate, this will be subject to 20% capital gain tax. But with business assets disposal relief, they can cut that tax down to just 10% even if their gain is above the basic rate band. Imagine a sole trader sell their shop used for trade. The gain on the shop will be eligible for business assets disposal relief. This relief is designed to help small business owners like to lower their tax bill. This also helps individuals own shares in their personal companies and they are officer or an employee of that business. To qualify for relief, both of the following must apply for at least 2 years up to the date they sell their business. They are a sole trader or business partner, or they own shares in their personal companies and have owned the business for at least 2 years. The same conditions apply if they closing their business instead. In this case, they must also dispose of their business assets within 3 years to qualify for relief. An employee or a director of company could also claim business assets disposal relief on disposal of their shares they owned in that business, provided they held the shares for at least 2 years and the company's main activities are in trading, rather than non-trading activities like investment, or it's the holding company of a trading group. The employee or the officer must have at least 5% voting rights. 5% ownership doesn't apply to EMI shares. If the company stops being a trading company, they can still qualify for relief if they sell their shares within 3 years. They can claim up to £1 million in their lifetime, which can be claimed in one go or on multiple disposal. It is good to remember the rules and conditions, as this will help you to do well in exam and in practice. So, if you're thinking about selling any business assets, don't forget to check out Business Assets Disposal Relief. You can claim relief on your self-assessment. Claiming business assets disposal relief will help an individual to save tax. See you next time and happy saving. In the following video I will explain this with illustrations and practical examples.